Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Urban Retreat here. I don't usually do these videos where I just kind of show off my gameplay. This one was the typical match for me on Standoff. This is one of the maps that I really do like. But I'm not really here to talk about that, as you guys probably already know. I'm actually doing this video because there's a couple different things I want to talk about. The first one is how kind of Obamacare is being taken into effect. Now, I kind of did a little bit of research, not really a whole lot, because I don't like it at all anyway. But it says that Obamacare does not replace private insurance, Medicare, or Medicaid. So if anybody's on Medicare or Medicaid, it's not going to replace it. It's not going to overtake your current policy. And if you like your plan, you can keep it. And Americans who like their health insurance can keep it until 2015, at which point all non-grandfathered health plans must meet the requirements of the ACA or be switched to the new plan, which basically says to me, I mean, I don't really look into this stuff a whole lot, that, you know, you're allowed to keep your current plan until 2015, and if it doesn't meet the requirements, then you have to switch. But the main thing that I don't like about the Obamacare is because for people like me that don't use healthcare, I mean, shit, last time I was at the doctor's was years ago. I can't even remember. It's been so long. I don't go to the doctors. I don't use any of that shit because I don't feel the necessity. You know, I let my body, when something's wrong, if I'm sick, I let my body fight it off. Like if I get a cold, I'll sit at home, lay under the blankets, and let my body fight it to help build up an immunity, rather than run to the doctors every time and wonder why you have no fucking money. But that's just my personal opinion. But I don't see why people like me that aren't going to be using this have to pay into it. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Is, oh, well, haha, mandatory Obamacare. So, you know, those of you that aren't going to use it, you're going to make it cheaper for everybody else. Well, you know what I say to that is I say fuck you, because it is my money. I hardly have enough to pay bills enough as it is. So why should I have to pay for everyone else's lifestyle, I guess, of running to the doctors every time something happens? But that's just my little input on it. I don't really like it. If you can, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that whole situation. The next thing I want to get into is about the YouTube commenting policy. And this one is a little bit more touchy, because a lot of you guys may have already noticed that Google Plus has been implemented or mandatory to be allowed to comment, because it pulls your personal information and it basically puts your real name out there. And they did that. Let's see. I'm on businessinsider.com with this link for the YouTube new comments policy. And they have here the eyebrow raising statistic, because actually, you know what? According to YouTube partner vidIQ, YouTube has received 40% fewer comments since it implemented the policy changes, stunning the drop that took place in less than 2 months. And the eyebrow-raising statistic, reported by Adweek's Garrett Sloan, confirms that people are much less courageous about making racist, sexist, homophobic, or altogether vile comments in public when there's a chance that those comments could be linked back to their offline person. Now, they did this because it kind of makes, like it says here, it makes YouTube more attractive to major brands who might want to advertise on the site. And I can kind of understand why they're doing it like that, because it's bringing in bigger companies. But for people like me, it's not so much that I'm worried about my personal information being out there, because my Google Plus account still says Urban Retreat. My real name is not associated with it at all. But it's the fact that I don't like Google Plus and the way that it's mandatory to comment, because I can't find anything. Like, I go through, I've done this a few times and I've had trouble with it every single time. I've gone through and, like, okay, go to make a comment, write it everything, or, you know, get everything ready. But at that point, you know, you get the comment and everything ready, but if somebody comments on my videos, then it doesn't have an inbox where I can just click on it, check out the comment, and it redirects me back to the video comment page and go from there. They've made it more complicated. Sorry. They've made it more complicated for me to find everything. So I don't like using it just in that respect. Now another thing that I did see was all this stuff. If you go to google.com/policies/privacy, you can kind of find out like what they use everything for. And this is one thing that I really don't like, which is why I don't use Google on my phone anymore. I've since deleted everything, even though they already have my information, most likely. But it says, we may collect device-specific information, such as your hardware model, operating system, unique device identifiers, and mobile network information, including your phone number. It may associate your device identifiers or phone number with your Google account. And when you use our services or view content provided by Google, we may automatically collect and store certain information in server logs, which may include details of how you used our device, such as your search queries, your telephone log information like phone number, calling party number, forwarding numbers, time and date of calls, duration of calls, and your SMS routing information and types of calls. So I don't really appreciate that in that respect, but they already have it, I'm sure, of mine, so I mean there's not much I can do with it anyway. There's a few other things, but I'm not really going to get into those because it doesn't really mean shit to me. Your location information. When you use location and enable Google services, we may collect and process information about your actual location, which is one reason why I do not use a GPS thing. Because I know on my phone there is an option you can go in and turn on the location thing, so it can sort pictures by where you're at. And I actually have that turned off, just because I don't feel like dealing with it. And they basically, it says we use information to pretty much better our services. And let's see what this last one is. This last one with the YouTube commenting system, I know that other one kind of wasn't really as relevant. Says that when basically when making a new comment, or when you go to look at comments on a video, it will default to showing viewers the most relevant comments first, such as those by the video uploader or channel uploader, rather than by relevancy or over recency. Sorry. So in that respect, I don't really like it because it's messing everything up and you have to search through everything. It's like my Facebook page. If I get on Facebook, I would rather see something by newest rather than by top stories. I hate getting on there seeing the same stories 100 times, and you know, you miss something that somebody else posts that could be important because it's recent. You know, you never know. So that's my whole little spiel on this. If you can leave a comment, or you know, if you're not like me and you actually don't mind having Google Plus and using that whole thing, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of what little things I've talked about. There is another one I want to talk about real quick. I haven't really found a whole lot on it. I did only see one video by Review Tech USA that was saying that there's supposed to be some policy changes regarding the way videos are uploaded or scanned after they're uploaded. Because a lot of you may already know, they do search for copyrighted content. But I'm hearing, just from Review Tech and what he said that his other people have posted, is that the scanning process is going to be a lot more involved and a lot more thorough. So I don't know what that means for us gamers, because I'm independent. I'm not big enough to be sponsored by anybody to help pay off these companies. So if by some means that is going to result in my channel being shut down, I do want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos, giving me your time, subscribing, commenting. You've all made my day. Every time I see a new subscriber, I get all excited and send you guys a message. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let's see, I went 48-4 in this gameplay on Standoff. Catch you guys later. I'm out.